Welcome back to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni, the tree lady, owner of Don's Tree Service right here in Atlanta, Georgia, but also the host of this show, Doni Jones Live. And today we are talking with the incomparable Reggie Boone. And before we went to break, we were saying that we're going to get a little bit into faith, but I do want you to also talk about your album. I know You've Got No More, which is out, and that's our primary focus. But I love the fact that you say the incomparable Reggie Boone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did that come to you? What made you decide?
I was out somewhere. We was performing, and at that time, the young lady that my publicist, she told me, she said, your bio need to be tweaked a little bit, and I said, okay. And that's what she came back with.
I love
it. She came back with the incomparable
Reggie Boone.
Yeah,
can you walk us through a little bit? I know we're focused on the present and talking about social justice. We'll get a little bit into your faith. But once again, for people that don't know your story, can you give us a little bit of a walkthrough of your story? I know you started off in gospel music or singing in church.
Yeah, I started off singing in church, of course, 5, 6 years old. And I was in the choir, you know, grandmother made us go to church, like everybody.
Like everybody, grandma.
Like everyone else. So, you know, at a certain age, I started to realize I had a talent and started writing songs, also a songwriter. Began to write songs, and we moved. My father, as I stated, was in the military, so we moved. And I joined a group called Black Gold out of Texas. And I went with them on the road for a while, moved to Dallas, and I met Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey Comedy Club. And at that point, things began to happen a little bit. The lady from the Apollo in New York was in the audience, saw me perform one night. Long story short, I go to the Apollo. We do the Apollo, nice experience. I came back to Dallas, start recording with Bernard Wright back in the day. Then I relocated, came to Atlanta, met Felton Pilot of Confunction.
Confunction, the funk group.
And the rest is history. We started making music together, and here we are.
So was he the producer on the hit record you had?
Yes. No More is a single we're promoting from the album In a Perfect World. In a Perfect World is the CD that we launched. Felton and I.
Also known as album.
Your
publicist would appreciate your publicist.
We may put that out there. So we recorded In a Perfect World. Some in Vegas, some we finished here in Atlanta. And we launched right in the middle of the pandemic.
What a perfect time to launch.
They was telling me, you know, they wanted to wait. And but what really, we put it out because of No More. When the events started happening, that's why we went on and launched the song.
Which goes back to almost like divine intervention for that song to be dropped into your spirit at such a time as this.
At this time.
Off camera, we did talk about the fact that you want your music to be considered more as Christian inspirational or inspirational music as opposed to gospel. How has faith played a role in your career and the progression of your career?
Faith is why I'm here, period. You know, and anyone out there, man, I mean, if you're going to do anything, just never give up. You know, you just keep your faith and trust in God and never give up. You know, I mean, you hear people tell you that has made it wherever their journey has taken them and their goals are. You know, they tell you all the time, you know, keep your faith and never give up. And it's true.
It is very true.
It's very true.
But I also feel like people sometimes don't really understand the term "keep the faith." A lot of times they think that keeping the faith is just keeping your faith in God, but you have to keep your faith in what God put in you.
In you.
See, He put something special in you.
Right.
Like He put that song in you. He put your talent in you.
Yes.
He put your ability to move people in you. He put your ability to get on a stage and motivate people and inspire people with your music.
Yes.
He put that in you, and you believed in that.
Yes.
Thus you pursued it,
Yes.
you know? So for somebody that is an artist or may be struggling right now because of the pandemic and they still want to get their art out there, what would you say to them as far as things that you've done or just a mindset to keep going?
Things didn't change for me until I started focusing on the business. Very important. I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, it's what I do.
That's what you do. I hear. The business, you know, the worst thing you can do as an artist, if a question comes up about the business and you say, I don't know, call my manager.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They already see a dollar sign on your forehead. What you say?
Man, you know, you just set yourself up, and I mean, it don't stop.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna feel sorry for you because there's no feelings or emotions in this game.
Yeah.
Period. So I would say learn the business.
Yeah. But is that disheartening for you? I mean, because you've been in the industry for a long time.
Yes.
Is it disheartening for you to see what has happened to musicians over the years that maybe didn't handle their business?
Yes.
And to see them wind up, like one of the things you mentioned off air, I don't know if I could mention this, but I'm mentioning it, is that you actually were able to sustain through the pandemic because you were willing to get out there and do whatever you needed to do, but you also had royalties from your previous work. And I think somewhere along the line, a lot of musicians don't pick up the business side.
That's right. And those are the one you become very famous, but broke.
Ooh.
Now you want to be famous,
ooh,
or do you want to be broke?
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, you want to be broke, be broke.
Yeah, well, Will Smith talked about it. He said there was a time that at one time in his career, he was really famous.
Yes.
But didn't have no money, and he said, "Fame without money sucks."
None. And you see your picture everywhere.
Yeah.
Seems like everywhere you go, you on bill, you're everywhere. You know. So
Did you ever go through that phase where you had a lot of fame, because you always?
Well, thank God now, you know, nothing happens before its time as well, and I had to be patient. Just be patient, you know, and keep going. But now, because of that, when the money bag pulls up, you know, I'm in the position, you know, to receive my bag. Yeah. You know.
I love
But that's only because of taking the time to learn the business. Yeah. You know.
How did you learn it though? I mean, I won't spend too much time on it because I do want to get back to the importance of faith and what you do. But actually that may be part of it. Yeah. Maybe God dropped it in your spirit or put somebody in your life that
you know
opened your eyes.
Google. Real simple, Dad. Google.
I love this, man. For those of you just joining us, we're talking to Reggie Boone about his journey in the music industry. And you're right. I tell people that all the time. People ask me all the time, how did you do it, Donnie? How did you put your name out there? How did you grow your business? How did you market? I Google so much stuff.
That's all you had to do.
I do. I Google so much stuff.
And read it, you know.
Yeah.
Meditate. There's some mornings I get up, I just go in my office at home, and I just sit there.
Yes.
And I just meditate. No music or nothing is on. I just sit there.
Yeah. Now, how did you get into meditation? Because I think that also is kind of in that circle of, you know, faith, you know, mental clarity and stuff like that. How did you get into meditating?
Well, you know, I was having anxiety a lot, you know, and I would tell myself, just calm down, you know, just calm down. And my wife as well, been very, very helpful for me. She's been a wife.
That's beautiful. Now that's another thing, the fact that you're married and you're in this industry, because I know that you know, this industry can wreak havoc on relationships. So. Unless you're newly married, and then I need to just be quiet.
Yeah. No. I tell you, but then again, you know, I'm at a time of my life now to where I'm not out like I was 20 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're a good boy now, huh?
Yeah. No. Of course.
That's right.
Yes.
We're going to leave that alone.
I'm not perfect.
Okay, but we don't even know what that means and not perfect, and we're going to leave that right there. So that song, No More, let's get back to
let's talk about No More.
Let's talk about No More, no problem, No More. What would you like the people to know about that song? And obviously we've talked about the fact that you wanted to address social justice, but not so much about the song. What do you want to see happen?
I want to see all of us come together, regardless of race, color, creed, because it's about good and evil.
Yeah.
It's time for good to come together.
Yeah.
You know this is not right.
Yeah.
Just that simple. It's just not right. So we all come together as we're making an effort for the very first time where you see the folks with the money are saying, hold on.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, this is prophecy, man. This
it is,
you know?
It is.
So, and that's all I want us to do. You know, my song says, talk to me. You know?
Yeah, that reminds me of another song.
So
talk to me
too.
so you can a little inspiration.
No more mothers crying.
That's right.
No more brothers dying.
Yeah.
But, talk to me.
Yeah.
Let's come together, y'all, and stop this thing, man. For the ones that they want to hate and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
But the ones that we want to come together now, let's come together, y'all, because we can do it. It just takes us.
We can do it. We can do it.
It just takes us. It's, I've learned in life, whatever I've done, God has always just been waiting on me to do it.
I love it.
He told me to stop waiting on someone to come and validate you.
Yeah.
I've validated you already. If you're waiting for somebody to come and drop all this big load of money on you to promote you, what are you waiting for?
That's right. Yeah.
So
he dropped it in you so you can do it.
Right.
And I think that is a great place to take a pause. I would love to have you back again.
Sure.
I mean, seriously, you're such a pleasure to talk with. But guys, seriously, if there is something you want to do, God has already dropped it in you to do it. You just got to pick up the reins and go do it. And don't forget, like he said, we need to come together. If we come together against all of this craziness, all the social injustice, we are going to be the ones to make the change. We talk about Martin Luther King, we talk about Malcolm X, we talk about Gandhi, we talk about Nelson Mandela and all the changes they made, and we're waiting for somebody else to come be that change. And right now, it's up to us to be the change.
It's up to us.
We are those people. So, yeah.
I'll say one thing, Don, quickly. Obama, Kamala, they came out of our generation.
That's right.
It's our time.
It's our time. And with that, you've been listening to Doni Jones Live, hanging out with Mr. Reggie Boone. Check out his music. Go follow him on social media, The Real Reggie Boone, and check out his song, No More. God bless. Have an amazing day.